So
I thought it was the paw.
we have the rib cage like so. So like here's the little,
Xiphoid process.
there's like a little lumpy there called the xiphoid process. Somebody knows their anatomy is going to show off a little today. so if you want to go below the lump because you don't want to be like on the lump, but below the lump, that guy there is going to be, when that one's the sore one, that's going to be T1. Now, if you went a little bit further down, that would be T5. So you want to be pretty much so off the xiphoid. But remember, a lot of this has more to do with what your intention is.
Okay.
So that would be T1. That over there on the rib is T2. So I'm on the rib, just on that edge of that rib. And then you can also check up under the boob here. And that's T2, and then up in here, and that's T2. This is the one that tends to get sore on me.
Definitely T2.
So definitely T2. And then it's always the left thumb, and we're checking the muscle in this thumb pad. So it's usually bottom one and top one. So you're just checking the muscle. You're not really into the joint because the joint can be sore.
Right.
You are on muscle. Okay? And normally these guys are gonna be unhappy. So if it's down closer to the wrist, then that means that we have
Vessels? Isn't that the vessels?
yes, this is the heart vessels. And I'm pretty sure that, oops, I'm going to double check just so I don't tell you wrong.
See, right here yesterday was like very painful.
But that's stomach.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say I was closer to stomach.
I was right, but I want to make sure I was. So if it's sore here, that tells you that the blood vessels are like occluded, which basically means they're full of crap. And blood is having trouble getting through to the heart. Unfortunately, that's the one I have. And then if it's over here, then the blood vessel is constricted because blood vessels are muscle. So they will close down. So then the blood has trouble to get through. So that kind of gives you an idea of how serious a thing is. So if it's over here, not so bad. You know, if it's here, that's worse as a
Yeah, because it's more likely a continual health issue, not just a...
Right, this, yeah, it's not I'm just so upset everything's, done that on me. This is this has been chronic, you've got, plaquing and blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, this is why I'm such a popular teacher. I make everything so clear.
Talking our language.
So with heart, actually,
Do any of them indicate the muscle, the heart muscle itself? They're just vessel.
that's more well, when this is sore, just generally
just the
sore,
heart, yeah.
if those vessels aren't happy, that's what's feeding the heart. The heart ain't happy.
Okay.
So
Makes
it's kind of
sense.
like if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. It's the same sort of thing.
Okay.
So if these are there, then the heart muscle isn't happy either. But you're talking more about blood vessel.
Okay.
So I always like to make sure that the diaphragm is really loose. And anytime you're working abdomen, you want something under the knees.
And that loosens everything up.
That loosens up the belly.
And stretching it out.
So, and that makes it just a wee bit easier.
Is it hot in here?
No.
It's just you, baby.
So I always like to make sure diaphragm is, because here's the deal. If that diaphragm is really, really tight, then the heart is not going to be moving appropriately. And when the heart beats, it does that twist. So if this is too tight, that heart can't twist, and then you start getting weird heart stuff. So you always want to make sure your diaphragm is happy.
I couldn't get somebody's psoas to clear. So I did the diaphragm, and I explained to her, I can't remember who it was, but I told her how that can give her weird heart feelings, even though there's nothing wrong with her heart. And she goes, I've been having that all week.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, I can breathe. I felt good. I
It's
felt
like,
good.
And so yes, you guys can do just about anything I do. Legally, you're not supposed to adjust the spine and stuff. So, but you know,
But you know,
but when you're doing this, you're adjusting the spine because
then
it
it
goes
can
back and
relax.
forth.
More
Yeah.
like
So-
the nerve, yeah.
So anyway, so there's a lot of different ways to do the diaphragm, and you'll see this in things. So they're gonna talk about they call it a butterfly. So you'd breathe in and you kind of push the ribs out, and then they blow out, and you get your thumb in there, and then so as you get your thumb in there, what you're doing is you're actually lifting out on the rib cage and that's mostly working diaphragm.
And it's okay that it's hurting them. Like,
Well, it's not supposed to be excruciating.
is it excruciating, Tina?
It's just a little uncomfortable, and then I'm getting
And
that,
then she gets
that horrible
she gets
spasm
this
every
weird
time she works.
spasm. So
right.
this is the Tina thing.
Ugh. I
So
need a ball or something back there.
You gotta
I should
Yeah.
have
Squeeze
I
your
would brought
abs.
I would have
That
brought
works.
I'm
When
gonna
that
get a dog
happens.
toy.
squeeze your abs. There you
Yeah.
go.
So
When it hurts in your back, squeeze your abs. It's reciprocal inhibition. That's what that's called.
she's doing
Man.
good word crap.
Hey,
again.
look, I'm
know.
holding back.
You're holding back.
I'm holding
You're
back.
smarty.
Well, I don't see any reason
It's
to use
teaching
big
it for 4
words
years.
and, it never made sense to me. And that was the one thing that they used to give me all kinds of crap for in chiropractic school. Your doctor speech. Well, damn it, that doctor could speak English before he went to school. He needs to speak English now. So anyway, so I do that, and then they've got that butterfly thing. And then sometimes you just get in there, and
Now that's an adjustment.
it's not so much an adjustment. What you're doing is you're giving.
Pins all the way down to here.
Yeah, what you're doing is you're allowing everything to release.
It's like
So
using the
under tension,
activator.
tension,
I
tension.
can just see
And then
like
release.
doing this on somebody, and then Dr. Bernice comes in the room, and they're like, "Don't let her near me again." I don't know what she did, but I felt that all the way down my
I'm not
leg.
doing anything that's terribly uncomfortable. And if somebody thinks it's terribly uncomfortable, one,
Tell them to man up.
no.
No.
No,
kidding.
if they're that uncomfortable, it's like, look, you're real sensitive out, and then just say,
Right.
I'm going to let Dr. Johnson do it, or Dr. Bernice.
Dr. Johnson.
Dr. Johnson.
I
You
got that
know?
on film. Called herself that.
So- Because I
It
hate
is
that
warm
word,
in
but
here.
I'm
It is
stressed.
warm in here,
I'm
right?
stressed. My brother's
Oh,
coming.
sorry.
So-
Oh my God, he's got to be almost here too. He's not staying with you though.
I don't know what he's doing.
Fuck
He wouldn't
that.
tell me.
Staying with Dad.
So he's told no one what he's doing. All he said
just
was, I
showing
have
up.
a tent. So
Tent works.
Maybe he
Not
wants
on
to
her property.
tent on your property. Maybe
Nope.
he just
I
wants to
don't
do
know
nothing.
what he wants to do. It's like you get non-answers. You ask specific questions, you get non-answers. I even gave them a multiple choice. They made a fourth choice. It
They
was
made a
like,
fourth choice.
really? So, okay. So how's this doing here?
Tender.
Still tender. Okay. So another way we go is we find this owie in here.
See, those aren't even bad. It was my stomach, I guess. I was too far down, she said.
Yeah, this is stomach in
Yep.
here. Okay.
Oh,
So if there is an owie in here, and a lot of times there are, and she's not a T1, she's a T, she's a T2. So this is more T1 stuff. But mostly I just kind of throw everything into heart, and then I don't really chop it into this is heart vessel, this is heart, it's heart. If it isn't there, then you don't do that one. But with these guys here, you'll find the one that's yucky, hold it, and then have them
Go like
open and
that.
close their hand.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay?
forgot that one.
And you want them to move the thumb. Yeah, none of that cheating. So, because they don't want to move the thumb hurts.
Right.
So they don't want to move that one. But what you can do is you'll come over here in front of
yeah, that's right.
the shoulder here, and that shoulder will be uncomfortable normally, and when they've done this maybe 20 times or so, this should start to let up where it is
Okay.
tender here. So
On the right side?
yep. But it can also be left. That's one of the other things that's kind of weird with heart. Heart would normally be on the left side, but some people have their heart reflexes on the right side, and it's more common in women, which is why more women die of heart attacks, because they'll walk into the emergency room with right arm pain, and they're like, oh, that can't be hard.
hard,
And it's like,
right.
well, it sure as heck can. So you got that, okay? So we've got that should clear here. And then we've got the diaphragm nice and now if this guy is tight and you're having trouble, you can also kind of come up from the top and may breathe in, blow out, and then you pull out on those ribs. So breathe in.
Going like this.
I'm spreading them like up, like almost towards your armpit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm kind of pulling up
Up and out.
Okay.
So and you can do that.
On the intake.
Well, when they
Oh, when you're doing that.
you want to get in there,
Okay.
and then
When you breathe out.
so you breathe out to get in, and when they breathe in, you pull out.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're filling up, and what you're doing is you're forcing them to move more. Okay.
And you can't break a rib doing that.
Well, if somebody's got really,
Well,
really bad osteoporosis or
If you've got somebody that's a tiny, frail little old lady,
You're just gonna be more gentle.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
you're always more gentle with the frail little old ladies, because
Yeah.
once they have stopped having periods, they're not making estrogen and progesterone and stuff like that like they used to. That is all stored in fat cells. Well, if they didn't have fat cells, they didn't store any. That's why I try to...
good for life.
Somebody with scoliosis, are they, I know it's in your spine, but are they more susceptible on other things too?
Absolutely, positively, because you'll notice, like with Diane when she lays, she's got like this hump that's kind of weird, and you'll see it in Sherry Pons too.
Right.
Well, their whole thing is misshapen, so all of their organs are like stuck in places that they normally shouldn't be. They're very difficult to work on. So it just is. No, and then right here at the end of the eyebrow,
T1.
that would be T1, and then one finger breath away is going to be T2. And there's her T2. So a lot of times if I'm just not getting crap to clear, I'll come up here and work these to see if I can just get this. So this can tell you there's a T2, but it can also be part of the therapy. A lot of this is both. It's information, but it's also therapy. So, and heart is it's not just physical, it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and Tina's kids have not gotten their Christmas presents. So,
I did speak to Sean for over an hour the other day. Had to like moving the phone back to back. I'm like, oh.
you know, it's like I work hard to buy those
You
Christmas
got your yearly
presents.
card, your yearly call.
Right.
So,
Semi-annual.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's more than I get. So you would work these, and I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure because they're sore. So everything is always within someone's tolerance. If they're wincing, you're going too hard. You know, I mean, some things are going to be uncomfortable.
That's so counterintuitive for me.
Well,
Because they're wincing, I go harder.
yeah, back off.
When
Back
I was
off.
doing that hip thing on that woman in here, right in this section, it was so hard.
Uh-huh.
How do you clear that out if you can't rub it firmly? I mean, I was trying to like get the energy out, like kicking it out, but
Some of them you want
it
to.
was hard.
Some of them you want to just put the suction cup on.
Oh,
So
I wish I would have thought of that.
well, and
But I
you're-
would have had to make her take her clothes off and everything. 'cause she had
Yeah,
pants on.
sometimes they just drop their drawers and you throw a
Okay.
blanket. I used to have a blanket in every room, but there's
Yeah,
one.
there's only one blanket
Was
in
it
here
the
now.
IT band?
Well, there
It was
should
like this year.
Still be two, but we've been missing one for
It
a
was
while.
right. It was a ball.
seen
You know,
it.
like we've got the
It's
fat
around,
right
got
here.
stuff
Yeah.
somewhere.
It was right
underneath.
there.
Like under
Just a
cabinet.
ball.
Sometimes when I'm working
Like
on somebody
under
and
the
they
cabinet
have
in one or
those saws
something.
and they're just not letting
So-
go.
Yeah, it got smaller, but it was still there.
Smaller is a change,
Okay.
and that's okay.
50% is
Yeah.
what your goal is.
Oh,
As
I
long as you
attained
get
it then.
started, usually it'll do the rest
Yeah.
on its
Yeah.
own.
And that's what
another
I
thing-
told her. I said, well, we've got it started. The body should finish it out. But I was like,
No,
I didn't know what
that's
I was
true.
saying the
I mean,
truth.
when people walk out of here, it's not like they're completely spasm free.
No.
They're at least
Because it
getting
takes a while for
started.
the
They
body
have
to
to drink their
continue.
water and do their stretching.
And this
Right.
is why you'll
me,
see me
actually,
do
I mean-
a lot. If it was a 10 when you came in, what is it now? And if
Yeah.
it's a 5 or below,
We're good.
now I would like it to be below 5, but if I can only get it to a 5, I'm gonna stop there.
Especially
I'm
after
gonna
you've
lie to
worked
you
it
then.
quite a
Yeah.
bit.
I'm gonna lie to you a lot. It's still an 8. Keep going, Doc. Oh, Doc. Keep going. Okay, what you doing now?
I'm
You move
just-
on.
Hey, I'm just up here.
You're just loving on
I'm just
Tina.
up here. So let me. Okay,
Just
let's
checking
look at
because she
the
was
cheat
there.
sheet. So,
Another thing you can do, if it's just not letting go and not going to do it, you're taping me. You
Yeah,
can
this is for me.
find- You can find like the attachment points or like
Yes.
find the joint
And
and,
just
go
hold
to
it?
the attachments and either hold it or just rub it a little bit. And sometimes getting those to relax kind of is like a domino effect and it'll relax the inside
Okay.
too.
That's something I don't want to think about is the attachments.
The attachments or where the muscle and the tendon meet. The IT band is not a muscle. It's just a connective tissue. But still, if you work those attachments.
are we switching
So
ways?
IT
You
is
want
the
this- no,
ilio?
let's go
No,
with-
you're still punky.
IT
So
band.
I'm just
IT
looking in
means-
here because there's stuff in here that I don't do.
Oh my god, I totally forgot what's the IT stand for?
Intelligence.
Iliotibial. Iliotibial?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are we going to another thing now?
No, we're still working hard.
Okay, because.
Okay.
Continue on.
All right.
Wherever you're going.
So,
I just wanted to start a new one when it's a new thing, new organ.
so
Okay, I remember this.
Whoa.
Okay.
Get your finger out of there.
I get kind of a hold like this.
Uh-huh.
And what we're doing is we're gonna come
Close.
underneath the collarbone.
You want it
And I'll
closer?
usually
No.
use their
Want it farther
clothes
Yes.
to do maybe a little padding, because sometimes I'll usually cut my nails on Mondays, so by like Thursday and Friday, they're starting to
drag
get a
a
little
little.
bit longer. I don't do it
Little
every day. But I'll usually use their clothes.
And then-
And I'm just going, so here's her collarbone, and kind of go up under here. So you come up under here. You gotta be careful with this one because she's got this weird shoulder thing, which I'm wondering if maybe we're looking at some heart stuff. Because that would make sense with nothing else has made sense. And so I'm under the collarbone, and I'm pushing that way and pulling up.
Okay.
But this is tender.
So this towards here and up.
Yeah, I'm pushing down towards your belly button and up towards the ceiling. So,
Well,
so
that can be hard on a big person, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably harder
Big
on a
old man.
smaller person
Well,
trying to
At
get
least
in
you know
there.
you're in the right spot.
and
No, I think you like having the arm and doing this rotation
Yeah.
Oh,
on
yeah,
a really
yeah.
big
People-
person.
yeah.
people are hard to work on,
Yeah.
and they're hard to find things on because, like, it's swimming in yuckiness.
Yeah.
So, and as I'm doing this, my fingers are actually gradually, very gently, sneaking further down towards her belly button because this is so tight right now that it doesn't, so this isn't a, like, run through this kind of thing. This is kind of a slow, take your time, particularly when it hurts, and then when you can get under. Now, they'll teach you in school to bring it straight up like that, but I have trouble doing that when I'm doing this. And like you said, for a heavier person,
That would be
this is
hard.
about the only way that I can do them. And I've learned that I have to start doing things that are easier on me
Mhm.
because
You gotta
somehow or
last.
another I got older.
Well, and you have to, continue to work.
So we do that, and then just because this here was not clearing completely, how is that?
That's better.
Okay.
Ah.
So you'll start finding these different indicators start to decrease. So
So would you do it to both arms or only the arm that shows her heart?
on her, she has left stuff.
Okay.
If I had somebody that was showing up with right stuff,
We do the same thing.
I would do more on the right.
Okay.
So, and if they were doing right stuff, I would do probably more right diaphragm and that sort of stuff. So, and there's more things in your book. I'm not telling you not to do them.
This is what
This is what I do because I didn't get taught CMRT first. I got taught soft tissue orthopedics first, which is like Magic Book Light. Because they won't let you learn Magic Book until you've graduated and have a license. So you can't do the advanced work.
How do you get Magic Book? I mean, is that like a CE or is that an additional like grad school?
They would
I
come
was
to
wondering the same thing.
they would come to the colleges, and you could go off campus and take the Magic Book Light classes.
It was actually called Magic Book Light?
No,
I was
I'm just
gonna say-
calling it because that's what you know it as.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought that was a term you made up, but
Yes.
it didn't sound like that was the.
So it's called soft tissue orthopedics.
Oh.
Dr. Reese was part of SOT, but he was the esoteric arm. So the very first time I went to Omaha was Dr. DeJarnett was still alive. I never met Dr. DeJarnett. He's the one who did all of this. But he was in a nursing home at that point. He died, I never met him. I was the first president of Sorcy, had never met the master.
He was the one who taught Lehman, right?
Yes.
Dr. Lehman.
But Dr. Reese's people would have these huge honking crystals. And so you would go there, and these doctors would be walking around with a chain and these, crystals this big on them. So I mean, it was like you're looking, and you're new to this, and you're looking around going, "What the heck? What's the deal here?" But when Dr. Reese would come, he's the one I saw the light fly out of somebody's body. And so I mean, I was hooked. You got green
Sure.
lights flying out of bodies. I want to know more. So I went to all of those. I think there was I did almost 3 complete series, and it was just an overwhelm of information. But that's where I learned it. So when I'm doing stuff, I'm doing a lot of stuff that's in the CMRT, but it's
Magic Book
I do
combo.
the soft tissue orthopedics. So and
What does CMRT stand for?
chiropractic manipulative reflex technique.
Yay!
I said,
See,
I was trying to remember it the other day. I'm like, I don't even know.
Christine asked me what we were
Look at
doing,
our book.
and I said we're going to learn CMRT, and he said, I am so smart.
Adjusted T2, but these things should start to be clearing, and a lot of times if you can clear the organs really good, then the T2 should be almost easy to
Right.
adjust, like it wants to,
To
kind of like
self-adjust.
massage when you massage and all of a sudden clunk,
Yeah.
because now it doesn't really need to be all on
Right.
fire. So that's most of my hard stuff. There, and then you would just kind of retest these guys. How's this guy doing?
A lot better.
Okay, and then we had under the boob.
If it was a 10 before, what is it now?
and
8.
how's here?
Magic answer is 8.
Magic
Well,
8 ball.
It's above a 5, I'm sure.
And you don't have to do that with everybody, but like with Minnie yesterday, she was like,
Oh,
it
poor
still hurts, it still
Minnie.
hurts.
Mhm.
And then it's like, that's not giving me any information.
Right, she wasn't
Yeah.
giving you any.
She wasn't
You know.
doing her giggle.
So,
Hi, Minnie.
God bless her, and I
felt
hate,
so sorry for
I
Minnie.
hate to send her back to them, but they caused the problem.
They
and,
did.
So anyway,
Mailman.
so that's T1 and T2, because I don't really separate them.
All right.
Okay, but know that there are, I would adjust the spine differently, but I do the CMRT pretty much the same. Okay, so if you want to stop that one, we'll go to lung.